Manga-Waido.
I'm Takuma Shimizu. I work for a small construction company. My friend from high school, Kota Takenaka, he used to work here part-time, and he introduced me to the CEO. Then we both started working here after graduation, and it's been more than 10 years now. I was now the section chief at the General Affairs Department. You too, man. My dad had his own construction company, and he was really strict. All he cared about was grades, and I never had time to play with my friends or play sports. I hated him, and I was getting sick of him. So when it was time for high school entrance exams, I got a bad score on purpose and got into a bad school so I wouldn't have to study much anymore. And after that, my dad finally gave up on me. Then I met Kota, and we started hanging out with the bad crowd. Anyway, after I started working, I met Aki at work, and we got married a few years later.
Look at that fancy restaurant! I want to eat at a place like that!
You know we can't afford that.
Oh, I don't know why I married you. You're so broke.
Ugh. She wasn't like this before, but oh well. Then a few weeks later, I got a call from my parents' housekeeper, and she told me my mom was hospitalized. Turns out, she was diagnosed with cancer a few months ago, and she was receiving treatment at home, but she started feeling sick all of a sudden and collapsed. Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Mom was always good to me. She always tried to defend me. He didn't come in first place? Unbelievable! What's that kid doing?
Hey now, he came in the top 10 for all subjects. Isn't that enough?
You're way too easy on him. That's why his grades are falling apart. Ugh, now he's blaming her for this? Dad was super mean to her, and that was another reason I hated him.
Takuma, you came. Thank you.
Hey, sorry I haven't been home in a while. I just didn't want to talk to Dad and...
It's okay. You're both so stubborn.
Huh?
And Dad, he cares about you.
What? Him?
I know he always yelled at you, but every time he did, he asked me to comfort you.
Huh?
He wanted you to take over his company someday, and that's why he was so strict. And he feels terrible about it. I just hope you guys can bury the hatchet. That would mean so much to me.
Oh, I had no idea. A month later, my mom died. Takuma, I'm sorry. Dad, I know it's too late for apologies, but still, I'm sorry about everything. Dad, I'm sorry too. I was being stubborn too. Son. So I made up with my dad. Takuma, wanna come work for me? Maybe someday you can take over as the CEO. I don't know. What would your employees think? Well, you'll have to prove yourself first. If I feel like you're not ready, the VP will become the next CEO. I don't know. But my dad wanted to work with me for years, and maybe I can give it a try. A month later, I started working for my dad. Then he invited me and my wife to dinner. Takuma, this is Koichi Takamine. He's the VP of the company. Takamine-san, ma'am, nice to meet you both. Nice to meet you.
Wow, this place is so nice.
My friend owns the place. You guys are welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
He seems like a nice guy. The dinner went really well, and so I started working for my dad. I didn't want people to think that I was getting special treatment because my dad was the CEO, so I worked hard day in and day out to prove my worth.
You got this part wrong.
Oh, thank you, Rie-san. Hey now, he's the CEO's son. He shouldn't be doing this kind of work.
Sorry.
No, I asked her to teach me. Still, you don't have to do grunt work like this. You've got bigger things to worry about, sir.
He's right. I'll finish the rest.
No, it's okay. I want to learn. And I want you to keep teaching me. And don't go easy on me.
Okay then.
Thank you. Then 2 years later, the CEO, he's much nicer to everyone now. Yeah, but I don't really like it. Before, he was a tough boss to have, but he was a good leader, you know? A strong leader. But now, after Mom died, my dad stopped being so hard on others. I thought that was a good thing, but some of the employees didn't see it that way. But the VP, he's a strong leader if you ask me. Yeah, he's the one holding this place together. A few weeks later, huh? My dad was rushed to the ER. Dad, you okay? Read the note. He pointed to this envelope on his desk. It was a letter. He said that he wanted me to be the next CEO. Takamine-san was very talented, but he thought he was being too arrogant, and he wanted me to take over after he was gone. And according to my dad, Takamine-san was involved in some shady dealings as well. I had no idea. I'm counting on you. Okay, Dad, don't you worry. A few days later, he passed away. A few weeks later, I called Takamine-san to my office. Sir, I'm so sorry about your loss, but don't worry, I'm here to help. Thank you, but I'm okay now. As the new CEO, I got a lot of work to do, so You should take it easy though. I know what I'm doing, and over the last few years, I was the one holding this place together. So, well, he should have handed over the company to me a long time ago, if you ask me. Are you saying that you're better than him? Absolutely. He was useless. I basically ran the company for him. You're not being very respectful to my father right now. Look, I'm just stating the facts right now. If it wasn't for me, the company wouldn't be where it is right now. And let's face it, you only have 2 years of experience. You can't run this company without me, and you know it. Until now, I thought so too, but now, I'm not so sure. I think I can run the company without your help. Is that so? So you don't care if I quit? Honestly, I wouldn't mind. You can't be trusted. By the way, I know you've been fooling around with my wife. What the? Then I showed him some pictures. It was him and my wife walking into a hotel. After we met Takamine-san at that dinner party, Aki started going out late at night. She said she was going to see a friend, but I knew something was up, so I hired a PI to look into it. And I was right to be worried. They were having an affair. Whatever. Screw this place then. I already got an offer from a bigger construction company anyway. Good for you. So, I'm out of here. When I got home that night, Aki was packing up her stuff. So, he talked to you, huh?
Yeah, you might be the CEO now, but he's going to be working at a much bigger company now, so I'm gonna go with him.
Fine, then sign the papers. She signed the divorce papers without hesitation. I'm still gonna sue you for damages. See you in court.
Knock yourself out. Takamine-san is loaded, so...
Then she walked out of the house. I don't know why I married her in the first place. Whatever. After that, I started focusing on the job at hand. Running a company was no easy task, but everyone around me was very supportive, and I had a feeling everything was gonna be okay. Then about a year later, we were at this pre-bid conference for this big project, but then... Ah, Mr. Shimizu, why are you here? Why do you ask? Well, they're going to choose us anyway, so why bother, you know? And I bet your company's falling apart without me. We're doing just fine. Whatever. Good luck with your crappy company. A few months later, the results came back, and Takamine's company won the bid. I was so upset. But then a few months later, I saw this article and I knew it. Takamine's company was being sued for millions. Apparently, they didn't have the resources to proceed with the project. And according to Rie-san...
So he tampered with some of the numbers in the proposal to get the job, but then the higher-ups noticed and they had no choice but to cancel.
But why would he do that? I thought he knew better than that.
I have no idea. He probably thought he could get away with it.
After that, he ended up getting fired. A few weeks later... Sir! Mr. Shimizu! Takamine-san? I'm sorry about everything. Please, will you give me my old job back? You really think I'd hire you? Huh? Then I showed him some documents. Right after he got fired, my former colleague Kota called, and he said he had something to show me. What the? It was this quotation, and every item on the list was slightly more expensive than usual. Your client? You mean... I don't believe this! I was speechless. Thanks for this, Kota. I gotta do something about this. Will you help me? So yeah, you know this is a felony, right? I'm gonna report this. No, please, I'll pay you back! I don't think so. And I know about the other things you've done. You just can't be trusted. I don't know what you're talking about. I got all the proof I need right here. And my friend got you on tape, too. You want to hear it? No. You're in a lot of trouble now. You should probably call a lawyer. Takamine was finished. After that, he had multiple lawsuits on his hands, and it was not looking good for him. He had to work multiple jobs to pay off his debt now. A few months later, Rie-san and I decided to get married. We organized a small get-together for our friends and families to celebrate. But then, I ran into someone unexpected. Aki, you work here now?
Takuma!
I heard you got scammed by some guy you met online. I guess it was true.
How do you...
I got my sources. But hey, you always loved fancy restaurants like this, and now you're working here, so congrats.
Is this your ex? The one who left you for that old guy? There are more important things than money, you know. Let that be a lesson to you. Hey, could you go fetch me the menu? Chop chop. Okay.
She was miserable now. And I kind of felt bad for her, but oh well. Not my problem. Anyway, it was a rough couple of years. But glad everything worked out.